Hello and welcome back to a new vlog. I thought I would start today's video out here in my favorite place. You know, it's funny, I've been trying to create these vlogs and then I kind of go through spells where I just don't. And I think what happens is when you're new here on YouTube and you're trying to get your videos seen and then they don't, it gets a little disheartening. And I know that that's just the way the ball rolls, right? I'm on Instagram and I've been on there for over 10 years and I know exactly, you know, what that feels like to just not get your content pushed out. And this is a whole different platform for me, which I really love. And so I just kind of go through these spurts where I embrace it and then I back away and then I embrace it again. So that's just me kind of rambling and talking about my thoughts about YouTube videos, but I love it here and I feel like I belong here. I feel like I have things to share that would be entertaining and fun. And, you know, I have a couple favorite YouTubers that I follow. They're from the UK and I love their content, and you know, it kind of just runs from day to day and they put out a couple videos a week, and it's not the whole day, it's just little bits of the day, and I love watching them. It's relaxing for me, and so I thought I would just kind of learn how to do that myself. So anyway, welcome to my greenhouse. It is a little sparse right now. So many things have gone out into my garden, which I want to share with you because my garden is looking so good right now. I live here in the Pacific Northwest. I think I'm zone 8, and it's always a slow start here for gardening. I feel like our summer here really doesn't start till July 4th, but we do get a really good growing season all the way until almost the end of September. So things are kicking off, but I thought I'd show you a few things that I have here in my greenhouse. This is my lime tree and it has one lime right here that is doing very well. It's funny, I happened to just pick this up at Lowe's one day and it is so healthy and it is doing so well. All this from here up is new growth, which is super exciting. I'm going to bring you a little closer. I just got some new peppers just recently at a local nursery. So I have a giant Marconi pepper and then I have some green peppers, and I just planted these in these terracotta pots and I think they're going to do really well in the greenhouse. It's 88 in here right now, so I think they'll be happy. And then over here I have a bunch of tomatoes that I started from seed, and as you can see, they have had a very slow start, but I just keep babying them, hoping something's gonna happen. And then this is my Meyer lemon tree, which I adore. I think it's so cute, and all of a sudden, she has tons of little lemons on them. A couple of them are already yellow, so I know they're going to fall off, but the green ones, even if I just get 1 or 2, that will make me very happy. Over here, this is an olive tree that I bought at Trader Joe's that is very happy out here. All of this from here up is new growth. I had it in my kitchen and it obviously wanted more heat, so it is living its best life out here right now. Okay, so that's how things are looking here inside the greenhouse, but let me take you out to my little garden area and share that with you because I'm so happy with how it's looking. Okay, so this is just a little side of my house that I have since created sweetest little garden area. So I've always had 2 raised beds right here, and I used to have cedar beds, but they disintegrated. So this year I switched to Vego garden beds and I love them. I'll give you a little bit closer look of those. And then what I did was I went ahead and added 2 more garden beds down there, and you can see right now one's in shade, one's in partial sun. I have a potting bench, and then I have a cute little table and chair here. I sit out here and have coffee in the morning. And then we added a couple pieces of flagstone and pea gravel, and it just feels my most charming. I love it so much. Okay, so you can see down here is where I put in 2 other beds. These are 2 feet tall by 8 feet long, and I've got some climbing cucumbers, I've got green beans, and then I've got mesclun, some zinnias, kale, and then down here in this one in the end I did pumpkins and squash, kale, there's some leeks and green onions, but everything is just taking off. Like this side of my yard is a really good representation that you don't need to have a big space to have a garden. I mean, this is not even 6 feet wide, but I was able to put 4 garden beds, and I probably could have done more. If I wanted to put all these 8-foot beds on one side, I probably could have lined, 3 of them down the side, but I kind of wanted to stagger it, and honestly, this is going to be plenty for me. And then I've just had fun adding in pots, which adds a little bit of charm to it and gives you some option for some other things, like my mint is in pots. I have hydrangeas in pots. So it's really fun. I need to get this shot for my Instagram. I want to do a video of a before and after of this space because I feel like the transformation is really something special. I really quick also wanted to just share my outfit. These linen pants are from Amazon, and I have several pairs of linen pants, and these are fantastic. They come in several different colors. The linen is very soft. In fact, the linen is softer than my linen shirt, actually, that was much more expensive. I'm 5'8", so they're definitely long enough, and I just love them. And then my black linen shirt, this same brand makes linen shirts, so that's the one I'm going to link for you because I think the quality is a little bit better than this one I'm wearing, which I love. And then my shoes are by Frankie4. They are an Australian brand that is podiatrist created. They are so comfortable. These are actually very fun. They have little black studs on them and gold buckle detail. If you are looking for a comfortable shoe, stay tuned because I'm going to share a few Frankie4s with you. But I also currently have a 20% off discount code right now. So I'm going to put that on the screen for you if you are looking for some really cute sandals. Happy Friday. It's the weekend. Are you as excited as I am? We have a really gray, drizzly day here in the Pacific Northwest, so I'm just kind of doing some things at home, but I have some new shoes in that I wanted to share with you. I'm doing a style segment on our local TV station next week, and I'm taking 3 of these shoes on air as part of my summer capsule wardrobe, which if you haven't seen that, I shared a summer capsule, 20 pieces, one video back maybe, and then in my shorts, I have all the outfits styled. So I created 20 outfits out of that 20-piece capsule. So if you're looking for a good capsule wardrobe for summer, definitely check that out. But I am taking some shoes from a brand called Frankie4 onto my style segment. I own a few pairs of them, and I'm also taking a few different pairs as well. But they are an Australian brand created by a podiatrist. So we are talking comfort. They are not they're a mid-range price point. They're not a low target price point, but I also think you get what you pay for. And at 56, I need comfortable shoes. I walk 3.5 miles a day. And you know, your feet take a beating. And as the years have gone on, I can still wear a heel, but it's like a little heel. And I've just really needed to find shoes that are comfortable. So I'm really excited to show you these sandals, mostly sandals, one pair of sneakers, because they're super comfortable. They have built-in support, and they have generously given me a 20% off discount code, which I'll put right here on the screen. So all of these shoes will be linked down in the description box, and then you can use my code for 20% off. So let me share them with you. Okay, first up are the Tate sandals. These are mine, I own them. In fact, I'll show a video right here of how I styled them. I love these. They are a beautiful, rich chocolate brown. They have so much cushioning here in the sole. They have gold buckle hardware. They are so comfortable, and they look great with shorts. They look great with dresses, skirts. They're a fabulous shoe. And for my style segment, they send me the same shoe in the linen. So this right here is all linen, and then it's a beautiful bone colored leather. I actually ordered these yesterday for myself because I wear these so much. I knew I needed a more neutral pair, so I'm really excited to have these for the rest of summer. So these are the Tate, and again, you can see the arch support here. They're just an amazing shoe, and if you're having trouble with your feet and looking for some shoes that are really comfortable, these are so good. Okay, my other favorite pair, and they're as well in this video, are the Dion slides, and I love these. So one little thing is I have narrow feet, and I have these buckled all the way on the very last one, and they fit perfect. They are so comfortable. I love how easy they are to slide on and off. You know, if you're comparing these to a Birkenstock, these have way more comfort. The leather is so soft, instantly right out of the box. They have a fun kind of suede right here around the outside. They're just a really fabulous shoe. It's funny, my husband is not a big fan of this style of shoe, and when he saw these, he's like, those might be the cutest sandals you own. So there you go. He loved all the gold. I think the gold detail is what got him for sure. So these are really great. Okay, the next sandal, they come in this black, and they also come in a really pretty brown, and they have a fun buckle detail. So comfortable. Again, these fit me really well. I think this style runs about a half a size small, so I definitely recommend sizing up a half. What happens if it runs too short? This between your toe kind of pulls a little bit, so definitely size up a half, but these are so cute. If you have a European vacation coming up or a trip where you're going to be doing a lot of walking, these would be a great sandal. If you don't want to slide, if you want something to hold your foot down, these are fantastic. So these are the Middleton, and again, 20% off right now, so take advantage if you need a good pair of sandals. Okay, and the last pair, I wanted to show these because if you just need a good classic white sneaker, this Nat 2 is the Frankie4 all-time bestseller sneaker. It is leather. What's amazing about the insides of their sneakers is they have really soft leather, so they're comfortable without a sock, and they absorb moisture. They're fantastic. The other amazing thing about Frankie4 is you get this little Soul Saver pack in every sneaker purchase, which comes with additional footbeds. So you can change these out based on the comfort for you. So there's a footbed already inside here, but if maybe you need to lift your heel up a little bit, you can switch it out and use one of these. And then if you don't use them, I save these and use them in other pairs of shoes that need a little extra support. So they're just a really fabulous brand. amazing quality, amazing comfort, but I just created. I live here in Seattle, and we are lucky enough to have one of the only stores in the US. I know there's some boutiques that actually carry Frankie4, but we're lucky to have our own Frankie4 store right here in Bellevue, Washington. But anyway, these are the Nat 2, so I will get these linked for you as well. I love finding really good makeup brushes, and I have a brand that's one of my favorites, and it's called SkinBae. And these are two actually brand new ones that I have. I use them all the time. But what is amazing about these brushes is they have really dense bristles, so you use a lot less product. So let me just take one out and I'll show you. So what's nice is they come in these little travel cases, and then here is the brush, and you can just see how dense the bristles are. I mean, you can barely see down into them. So what you do is you put your product right here on the top. It doesn't sink in like it does with most brushes, and then you can apply it. So here's a quick little video of how I did my sunscreen recently. So I use Color Science Flex sunscreen as my everyday foundation now that I've gotten older, and it's great. It's tinted, so it automatically adjusts to your skin color. That's what I'm wearing now. But I use this brush, so all you do is just put a little bit on and then you spread it around. A little goes a long way. With sunscreen, you want a little more coverage, so sometimes I go back and do a second pass because it's sunscreen. But you just use so much less product because, like I said, it doesn't seep down into your brush. You know, normal brushes are really open and fluffy, and then the product just sits down in the brushes and doesn't really get to your skin. So these are fantastic, and they come in this little travel case, and I have a 40% off discount code, which is fantastic. It makes them so reasonable. So they'll be linked down in the description box below. My other favorite brush from them is the, it's called the Flawless Duo brush. So it's dual ended, and this side is at an angle, and then this side's a little more flat, very dense as well. I use this side for my cream bronzer. I love cream anything now that I've gotten older, but the cream bronzer is amazing. So just tap it in and then, you know, apply it. You can see in this video here, that's what I'm doing. And then you can use this end if you want to contour a little bit, or this also makes a really good concealer brush. So you can put concealer on and then use it to blend in. Again, so dense that the product doesn't sink down into it. They're just fantastic brushes. I can't say enough good things about them, and some makeup brushes are really expensive, so these are a really great price point and my 40% off code. I ordered a few pieces from Sezane, and I wanted to share them with you. If you've never ordered from Sezane, they're a Paris company, and they ship directly from France, but I cannot tell you how easy the shipping and the returns are. It is just seamless. Free shipping, it ships really quickly. If you have any returns, it's very easy. I just can't see enough good things about it. And these pieces are so beautiful. They're just, a lot of them are just one-of-a-kind pieces that you just can't find here. And I got a couple of really cute things, so I want to share them with you. First off, the tissue. It's always amazing. The whole package always smells really good, so they must do some kind of scent on their boxes. I don't know, but anyway, I'm a sucker for good packaging, and I think this tissue is so beautiful. But what I really love from Sezane are their tops and blouses. I think they're so unique and so beautiful, and it's always just fun to have a really special piece. So what I ordered this time, let's see what this blouse is called. This is the Elvira, and I thought this was adorable. It has the sweetest eyelet, almost lace detail. This blue is just something else. The sleeves are so cute. They have that fun detail on them. It's just a really, really pretty top. Sizing with Sezane is it does like 36, 38, 40. So I ordered a 40 in this shirt, and it fits perfectly. I'm a 34D, and it fits perfectly across my chest. So I'm usually a 38 or a 40. I always read their sizing information, and it usually will say If you're between sizes, size up. If you're between sizes, size down. And I always take that advice. I think this shirt said if you're between sizes, size up. So I sized up to the 40. If it had said size down, I probably would have stayed at the 38. So just keep that in mind. But this one is a beauty. Okay, and the other thing that I ordered has been on my wish list for a really long time, and it is their straw bag. It's so good. The size is perfect. I haven't even taken the tissue off the handles, but it's got beautiful leather handles. It also comes in navy leather and gold leather. So if you don't want brown leather, you could choose, you know, a different color leather. But I just wanted the classic leather. There's also a couple of really cute ones that actually have embroidered flowers on them. So if that's something you're looking for. What's great is it has top handles. It also has straps, so it does fit nicely over your shoulder. But the other really fantastic thing about this, which is why I wanted this bag, is it actually has an insert here in the center where you can actually put your things. So a lot of the bags that I have don't have this on the inside, so you're always, you know, worried about things falling out, or, you know, if you're worried about anybody reaching in. Anyway, if you are looking for a great summer bag, this one is so good. They come in a few different sizes. This one is more like the medium size. There's one that's even larger than this, and then they also have a really sweet little small one. So nothing like a good straw bag for summer. Happy Sunday. Just out here in my yard. We just got back from a 5-mile hike in the most beautiful park, so I'll share some of that on the next few slides. It's not too far from our house, and I've done a whole YouTube video on Dash Point State Park, but it's just so beautiful. So today it's slightly cloudy, but it's really just comfortable out here, and I just picked some hydrangeas from a few of my bushes and brought them in the house, and I'm so excited. I just cut some hydrangeas from my own bush. I've had this hydrangea bush for quite a few years, and we had a huge cedar tree that was blocking the sun from it. So this is the first year that it has bloomed, and I have so many blooms, and they're actually so much more blue than they're showing here on screen, but they're just so pretty. So this year, one of my planter beds is going to be just cut flowers. I decided that I would do vegetables in this one, and then vegetables down in those two right there. So let me turn it around and I'll show you. I mostly just did zinnias, and I do have some cosmos right here that are starting, but my first zinnia is getting ready to bloom. I have some sunflowers in the very back, and then some sweet peas. Lots of nasturtium. This all just took off like I really wanted it to, but anyway, soon I will have a little cut flower garden. Yesterday I went to a vintage garden sale, and I got this trellis for right here in one of my garden beds. I just love adding things that bring height to my gardens. Everything here is pretty low, but I was thinking maybe the pumpkins I might start to train to grow up this particular trellis. I think that would look really fun, and then the other one can just kind of trail over the side here. But this space has lots of room for my pumpkins to trail out and into the gravel. Well, I'm getting ready, and I don't know if you guys like this kind of content, but I thought I would share a few of my favorite products that I use. First off, this Wise Beauty Skin Glow. It is SPF 30. It is a primer. It's a sunscreen. It's a really beautiful base. So I use this underneath whatever I'm wearing. So I really love this. And this bottle, it's like $48. And then my other favorite, most favorite sunscreen that I usually use every day as my regular kind of foundation is Color Science Flex. I love this. It's SPF 50. You know, I recently had basal cell on my face. I had Mohs surgery back in March, so big on sunscreen, but this is fantastic. Today I used the Skin Glow and one of my other favorite products, which is the Trini London. This is the BFF De-Stress. I love this. It's in the color Binky, and it gives a really kind of sheer look. So you can see that's what I have on now with the Skin Glow underneath. So you can see a little bit of the glow peeking through, but this is a really beautiful foundation, but very, very light. And I always apply it with one of these SkinBae brushes, which I showed earlier in one of my videos because they're fantastic, super dense. A little product just sits right on the top, and then you just put it on. It blends beautifully, not like a beauty blender. It doesn't soak up all of your products, so it's really great. Their favorite product that I love is this Mario bronzer, and I love cream bronzers and blush. As I've gotten older, they tend to just look a little more dewy and natural. So this one is fantastic, and I use the SkinBae double-ended brush to put this on. I tap it in and then push it into your skin. Don't rub it, you just like push it in, and it's great. Again, these SkinBae brushes, I have a 40% off discount code, so I will make sure that that is linked for you. Favorite blush that I'm loving right now is this It Cosmetics Sun Blush. This jar is quite big, and a little goes a very long way. It is a really peachy color. I tend to have a lot of pink undertones in my skin, and I like a little more of a peachy blush. This one is so, so pretty, just so glowy, dewy. It's a good one. And then the last thing I'll share with you, I bought during the Sephora sale because I heard everybody talking about it, and it is this Armani eye tint, and I have the color 22, and you can see I have it on. It's just a very natural kind of warm chestnut brown. You just swipe it on, and then all you do is take one of these, a brush, and blend it in. Super easy. So loving that. Last thing, okay, mascara and primer. I love lash primer. I really love the L'Oreal lash primer. That's a good one. But I recently just grabbed this one from Essence, which is like $5, because this Essence mascara is my most favorite mascara. It's what I use all the time, and I really like it in brown. Again, $5. But how the primer works is it goes on kind of a light blue color. So you can see it just goes on in this light blue color, and you don't really even need to let it dry. You can just go ahead, put it on your lashes. And then, like I said, this Essence mascara is one of my favorites. Sorry, it's really hard doing it in the camera. One of my favorites. I wear contacts. It doesn't flake in my eyes. It stays on. It's not waterproof. I did wear the waterproof version at my son's wedding, and it was fantastic. But it is such a great mascara. And like I said, I really love the brown. It feels really more natural to me. The black always feels way out there. So on special occasions, I might wear black, but every day I love the brown. And really quick, you can see, there you go. The mascara is just so good. And that little bit of primer really just makes your lashes look longer. I will say though, I have been using the Swede Lash Serum, which I love. It doesn't have any of that prostaglandin in it. That's bad for your eyes. It's a great, great lash serum. But just remember, one thing with lash serums is you have to use them consistently or they don't work. So every night after I clean my face, I just do one swipe right there on my lash line, and I am noticing the biggest difference. I felt like I needed to come back on here when my hair was done and not end this vlog with me in a head wrap. But before I leave you, I wanted to just share some new hair care products that I've been using. So I'll preface this by saying one of the products I have bought myself several times because I love it. And so when the brand reached out to send me a few more, I was very excited because I just haven't purchased them. I'd been wanting to try them. So the brand is Lola V, and it's Jennifer Aniston's brand. And for the longest time, I have been using the Perfecting Leave-In. I love this. It helps to really smooth my hair, gives it a little extra moisture. You do it after you get out of the shower and then before I blow dry. But what they ended up sending me was the shampoo and conditioner. And this was the third wash that I've done with it, and I love it. I have naturally curly hair. I blow it out and I straighten it on the first day so that like the next 2 days I can curl my hair. But I love the way this smells. It's clean, it's lightweight, doesn't weigh your hair down. My hair feels very soft, easy to blow out. Really, really love it. And then the other thing they sent me was the Glossing Detangler, which is a great thing you put in your hair before the Perfecting Leave-In. It has a heat protectant in it, so you're getting that extra heat protectant when you go to blow dry. It's great, and I really am loving that as well. And then they sent their lightweight hair oil, which is so nice. It's very lightweight. So what I do is I do a little bit of the Perfecting Leave-In, a few drops of the oil, and put that in when my hair is wet. And then once I dried it and straightened it, I then just take, I'll show you actually, I just take a couple more drops of the oil. That's how light it is. And then I just run it through the ends. And if I have any little gray flyaways up here on top, but smells really light and clean. It's great. So anyway, I'll get these linked down below. I don't have a discount code or anything, but I just think they're really great products, and you can find them at Ulta. So easy to get and a great price point too. They're not too high end. You know, some of the products are very expensive. These are really great price point. So there also is a little travel set that you can buy with each one of these products. I think minus the hair oil, but it's a great way if you want to just try the products. It's a great way to try them. So I'll get that link for you. And let's end this vlog here. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.